trace minerals helps them resist separation in the rumen. Hydroxy trace minerals are far less likely to affect rumen microbes or bind to antagonists compared to inorganic sulfate trace minerals.
If trace minerals become soluble too early in the digestive tract, there they can be reacting with various antagonists before you get down to the site where they're absorbed. And we want the mineral to get to the site where it can be absorbed in a form that it can be absorbed. Microbes, their requirement for copper, zinc, and manganese is very low compared to what the animal requires. So we're basically providing these trace minerals for the most part for the animal. And microbes require small amounts, but research would indicate that the natural feed ingredients usually would contain adequate amounts of copper, zinc, and manganese to more than meet the requirement of the rumen microflora. So if we provide too high concentrations of minerals that are particularly converted to an ionic form in the rumen, they can have a negative effect on rumen fermentation. It's been shown that hydroxy trace minerals are not very soluble in the rumen. They're more or less inert in that they're not affecting bacteria the way that one would expect sulfate sources to.
As sulfate trace minerals enter the abomasum, those that are bound to an antagonist are likely to stay bound and are not available to be absorbed by the animal. At this stage, organic trace minerals begin separating more significantly than in the rumen. When hydroxy trace minerals enter the abomasum, the crystalline structure begins to shed its outer layers. Trace mineral absorption takes place in the small intestine. In order to be absorbed, the trace mineral must be separated from the ligand. In the small intestine, any trace mineral bound to an antagonist will not be absorbed. Ligands are absorbed through their own pathways, while the trace mineral is absorbed by specific transporters for